Well, hello everybody, and welcome back, or welcome to, if this is your first time, the Moai Ipakele with your host, Critter, and Tiki Andy. How are you doing today, Crit?
Good.
Yeah? All right, you ready to make a couple cocktails for people?
Yeah.
Yeah? What are we going to make tonight?
A baby Yoda and a frog cutter.
A baby Yoda and a frog cutter. We are inspired by Grogu today, and we're going to be making drinks from my Tiki Tony mug and our Tiki Tony's recipe of the frog cutter, which is a cool variation of the frog cutter. And Finn's going to make a baby Yoda, so a nice green-inspired cocktail as well. Critter, why don't you get started with yours and show everybody what you're going to make,
Okay.
and then I'll get started on mine afterwards.
Okay.
So what are you starting with, man? Starting with a glass full of ice, right?
The lime juice.
And gonna put in some lime juice. All right, how much lime juice are you adding?
Not a lot, like a little.
Just a dash of lime juice? All right, so a little dash of lime juice in there. What's that gonna do? Just add like a nice like sourness
Tart,
to it?
kind of.
Yeah, like a tart. Okay, what else is gonna go in your drink?
The orange juice.
Okay, some orange juice in there. So a little lime, a little orange juice. This always ends well. Throw a little more in that. There you go. So about a quarter of the cup full of orange juice and a couple dashes of the lime juice. What else are you putting in there today?
Blue simple syrup.
All right, blue simple syrup. Like some blue orange curacao syrup. There you go. And how much are you gonna put of that?
Yeah,
Just a little bit, right?
just a little.
Just a little bit. Enough to give it some color and a little bit of flavor, since you already have the orange juice in there. All right, that looks good. So far, so good.
And then we're gonna put in, what's this called?
The orgeat.
Orgeat.
Orgeat syrup. Orgeat syrup
It's heavy.
is heavy. It's also an almond syrup. So you've heard it's called almond orgeat. It's basically the same thing. That is enough syrup, man. That is so much syrup. It's gonna be so sweet. That's all right. At least it's gonna be delicious. So you never know. I would go a little easier on the orgeat syrup here. All right, now you're gonna fill that up with
7-Up.
some 7-Up. All right, that's gonna cut down the sweetness a little bit, but add like a sugariness to it. So that should be a pretty good, fun little green drink you got there. You call this the Baby Yoda?
Yeah.
All right, I like it. Give it a try, man. Tell us how it is.
Tasty and sweet.
Tasty and sweet. Want to hold it up for the camera? All right, it even came out green. Very cool. All right, guys, now I'm going to make the adults what's called a frog cutter. Frog cutter is a drink that is a variation of a fog cutter. Really fun. This is going to make a lot of cocktails, so it's definitely meant to be shared. But we're going to start with a shaker full of ice. We are not going to strain our drink tonight. It's just going to be poured directly into our cup. Again, our fun little Grogu cup I got from Tiki Tony. And so we're going to start off with our ingredients here. We've got 3 types of booze in this. So it's a 7-ingredient cocktail. Not your average, but stuff you probably have or can get pretty easily around the house or around the grocery store. So we're going to start off with just some clear rum, some white rum. We're going to put 4 ounces of this in here. That's quite a bit of rum. But like I said, this is going to be a shareable drink, so not meant to be taken alone, let's just say. So I'll be sharing this with Mrs. Tiki when she comes home. Now you're going to put in 2 ounces of brandy. 2 ounces of brandy there. Oh, looks like we lost one of our lights. That's no bueno. What happened?
I don't know.
Yeah? You didn't break it?
Did the power go off again?
I don't think the power went off again. I just think we lost one of our lights. That'll be okay. And we want 1 ounce of our gin. So now we've got 4 ounces of white rum, 2 ounces of brandy, and an ounce of gin. We're going to put in a little bit of blue curacao. So about ½ ounce of blue curacao, so just a little bit of flavor and a little bit of color in that bad boy. We're going to add some of Finn's orange juice. We're going to put 3 ounces of OJ in there. So again, quite a bit of orange juice. It's really going to cut down the booziness of this, which is really nice because you need that. And you're going to want 2 ounces of lime juice. So as I always say, go fresh, squeeze a bunch of limes, make sure you have the freshest ingredients if you can. If you don't have all that time, that's totally understandable. You can grab some lime juice from concentrate at the stores, and that'll work just fine. So I'm going to put 2 ounces of the lime juice in there. It's really going to give it like a nice like tartness, just like your drink, but add to the sweetness here. And last but not least, we're going to use our orgeat syrup again. I use Giffords. Hard to find this one. A Torini makes a great orgeat syrup. It's an almond flavored syrup. You can get that on Amazon, or you can get that at a lot of local stores as well. So you want 1.5 ounces of the orgeat syrup. Are you blowing bubbles? Mm-hmm. Why not? All right. So now we've got all 7 of our ingredients in there. I'm going to go ahead and give this bad boy a shake. Really incorporate all those flavors. Get them all mixed in there nicely, nice and cold.
I can smell it.
You can smell it?
Yeah.
Probably doesn't smell great, huh? Not to a kid. It shouldn't. It smells great to me. But yeah, you've worked on yours. All right, now with this one, we're taking the drink directly from here, and we're pouring it directly into our cup. Ice and all. All right, we've got that in there. We plop a straw in it. And we've got ourselves a frog cutter. That's really, really good. The booze is really cut down by the orange juice from the lime juice. The blue curacao adds a little bit of like sweetness, and the almond syrup really comes through and cuts down like the tartness and sourness of the lime, and really cuts through with the brandy. Really good drinks tonight. Cheers, my friend. What do you think? Do well with our Baby Yoda Grogu-inspired cocktails?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, cheers to you, my friends. Thanks for joining us again at the Moai Pakele. For Critter, who's in the middle of making his drink shakier and fizzier, and Tiki Andy, have a wonderful night. Bye-bye.